Goodbye. Get your own stuff. Get your own stuff. Stop depending on these people for your happiness. You are the only one to depend on your own happiness. You cannot depend on someone else to make you happy, because if you do, you would never truly be happy. And that's the honest God truth.
Rich bitch cold, got a rich bitch core. Rich running, I go rich bitch poor. On my cell getting bitch ripped off.
What's good, y'all? I'm back. It's Camdeion. Y'all know what it is. And you know, first off, happy Valentine's Day. But I'm here to let you know that if you don't have a Valentine, it's okay. You have yourself. Self-love is the most important love. The reason why I came and did this video is because I've been seeing, prior to Valentine's Day, I've been seeing a lot of people that are single and, you know, don't have a Valentine. And don't get me wrong, when I was in a relationship, I celebrated Valentine's Day. Was it a necessity? No, I've always said that I did not have to celebrate Valentine's Day. But it is what it is. It's really not a necessity, and I really want us to and I said us because I'm in this boat as well. Just keep practicing on self-love. I know that's what I've been doing, but I really want to encourage y'all to love yourself. You know, I know Valentine's Day, you know, you see people get the gifts and all this and this and that. Me personally, I feel like if you can't do ooh, my necklace fell.
A few moments later.
So me personally, I feel like if you can't do what you want to do on Valentine's Day 365, you know what I'm saying, you can keep it. Because like, I don't want to be spoiled just one day out of the year on the shortest month of the year, and all rest of the year you're basically like doing nothing. And you know, the thing is, to a lot of these people too, that the main thing is social media. A lot of these people, especially on social media, they love to flaunt their gifts and this and that for Valentine's Day. And a lot of the times, those are the same people that are getting cheated on besides Valentine's Day. Like, Valentine's Day is the only day that they're like, it's my day. The other day, they're dropping their girlfriends, baby mothers off at work in their car. They're going to see other bitches. It's just a lot. I know, me personally, after my breakup happened, I didn't lose myself, but I felt like I had to learn how to love myself again. And I realized that after the fact that I was going through the motions. It's been about 2 months now. I'm doing a lot better than what I was doing. But you know, I always told myself that every day is not going to be the same, which it wasn't. You know, I had a lot of good days and I had some bad days too, but the good always outweighs the bad, in my opinion. And I always knew that the storm wouldn't last forever, and I honestly feel like I'm really getting over the hill. Like, that's what I feel like it's just a good feeling. Like, I just love where I'm at in life right now. And I just want to be happy. Like, you know, that's all I want to do. That's all I want to be. It's easier for me to say this because, like I said, I never was the one to just be so hooked up on Valentine's Day. Yes, I've always got gifts. Whenever I was in school, my mom would get me stuff or whatever like that, but like, it wasn't a necessity to me. Like, I didn't feel down and out if I didn't have a Valentine, or like go on dates and all that crap, you know. But I want y'all to love yourself, you know, and I want you to be able to not look at someone else and compare yourself to someone else. Like, because like I said, y'all are doing this because of social media. Like, mainly, I know y'all obviously know people that's in real life, in your life, that celebrates Valentine's Day and do all of this and get all that and whatever. But at the end of the day, y'all are feeling that way because you're comparing yourself to someone else, and you're like, oh, I wish I had that, I wish I had this. Like, give it to yourself. Why are you waiting for someone else to get it to you? Give it to yourself. Don't wait on someone else to give you something else. Like, you can't depend on someone else to give you the happiness that you long for. Like, don't get me wrong, in my relationship, I was very happy before I got into the relationship, and the relationship made me happier, you know, because at that point in time, he contributed to my happiness. But at the end of the day, I didn't depend on him to make me happy. Now, I'm not saying that I could have been the person that depended on him for my happiness, you know, but that's why I feel like this breakup was definitely needed, because I don't know, it could have possibly gotten to that point. I'm not sure. Was I happy with where I was at in life when I was in a relationship around mid last year? No, I wasn't, because I just felt like the only good thing I honestly felt like that was going on in my life really at that point was my relationship. And, you know, maybe that's why I said maybe it's a good thing that I'm not in a relationship now, because I could have been that person to depend on someone else for my happiness, and that's not who I want to be. So I am definitely grateful for the situation that I'm in now and where I'm at now, because I'm realizing more of my self-worth. I'm realizing to love myself more. I'm realizing to put into myself more. Like, this is why I'm here now. Like, I was trying to do YouTube when I was in a relationship and all of that, because I was still trying to live my life, but where I was at, like, I honestly feel like I was alone, because I was in a city that I didn't know anyone but my ex and his friends, so that's all the people that I would see, unless I would come home and visit, but I didn't come home and visit much, really. So I kind of felt alone, you know, but I still tried to find things to do of my own. Like I said, I was searching for jobs day in, day out, like had interviews on top of interviews, 3-round interviews, still wasn't getting jobs. Like, what's really going on? Like, you mean to tell me I went to school for 4 or 5 years to not get a job in my field? So that's why I am running my own business, and y'all will be seeing more of that as well. As you can see, the hair, you know what I'm saying, it's growing, you know, it's obviously shrinkage, but y'all know what the tea is. But this ain't that video for that. I'm just grateful to be where I'm at right now, you know. I feel like this was more so of like a wake-up call for me, you know. This was like my guides and spirits like having my back and letting me know, like, hey, this is not who you are, you know what I'm saying? This is not who you're supposed to be, you know. And so that's why I love it. Now, it's definitely easier said than done, loving, like, trying to, especially after a relationship, it's definitely easier said than done than trying to get back in love with yourself, you know, because I really didn't realize that I fell out of love with myself. I did, to a certain degree. I definitely did, because I can see the difference from now versus 4 or 5 months ago, you know. I see the difference in myself. So it's crazy, because, you know, Eve said love is blind and it'll take over your mind. That is really a true statement, you know. And I'm not scared to love again. I know one day I will love again, you know. That's neither here nor there, but that's a true statement, you know. But the good thing about this time, the next go round, is that I will be more aware of what's going on around me and not ignore things, and not thinking that I am Captain Save-A-Ho and can change someone, because as my great grandma would always say, you can lead the horse to the water, but you cannot make it drink. Let me repeat that again for y'all, because that might have went over your heads. You can lead the horse to the water, but you can never make a horse drink. And that's just what that is. You know, you can't change people. You cannot change people. I don't care how hard you try. I don't care how in love you think you are. I don't care how in love they are with you. If someone wants to change, that someone that needs to change, they have to want the change for themselves. You can't be the person that want the change for them and try to do it, because it's just not gonna work. And what you're going to end up doing is end up getting yourself bent out of shape and out of whack and heartbroken, and then you're gonna be left there unfulfilled, you know, and having to start over and pick your pieces up and rebuild yourself. And you know, that's partly what I did. If we're gonna be honest, that's what I did, and that's why I said I'm in this predicament now. To like, this is why I tell y'all these things, because I've went through these things, you know. I don't tell y'all anything if I haven't went through it. Like, this is life lessons that I am telling y'all about, and I want y'all to learn from my life lessons. Tips for self-love that I do. I've been journaling. I've been journaling since the end of last year, actually, and I actually love it because I can look back and see how I felt at one point in time when I was really low, and I like seeing that. And I meditate a lot more. And I am connected more with my ancestors and my spirit guides and all that things like that. So all of those things help me. I know a lot of people may not be spiritualists or whatever, but anybody can journal. I mean, anybody can do what I'm doing. It's not like I'm doing anything out of the ordinary, if we want to really get into it, but that's neither here nor there. That's another topic for another day. A lot of affirmations, and you know, I know y'all see a lot of people on TikTok and stuff about the affirmations and stuff, but you can really make your own affirmations and stuff. You don't have to say what they tell you to say or anything like that. Like, everybody have their own affirmation. And I mean, another thing is basically just me just doing what makes me happy. Like, ask yourself what really makes you happy. And if you can answer that, and if you can actually do it and it's obtainable, either work towards doing it or actually do it. You know what I'm saying? And if it's not attainable yet, work towards it. But if it's attainable now, do it. Like, point blank, period. You know? Because like I said, at the end of the day, you only have yourself. You can only depend on yourself for your own love and your own happiness, you know? And once you grasp the fact of the actual definition of self-love and actually apply it to your life, your lifestyle, like, once you do that, I'm not gonna say you're never gonna be hurt again. Like, that just sounds too cliche, but like, I mean, yeah, if you really love yourself like that, it's gonna be really hard to try to break you. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be really hard to try to break you, especially when it comes to something about yourself. A lot of the times, a lot of people like to project their own insecurities onto people and try to make that person look bad because they're the ones that's actually the bad guy. But to make themselves feel better, they like to project it onto other people. A lot of people do that, especially when relationships end. People do that. People do those things. But if you know that you haven't done anything wrong, if you know that you've done your all, given your all, and love to your best capability, that's all that matters, you know? So for anyone that's out there that's even going through anything that's very much so traumatic, or like a breakup or anything like that, like, just if you know that you did everything you could do to love that person, you know, and they just are not they're not accepting of it, you know, forgive yourself. Work on forgiving yourself, because that's what I've been doing as well. Forgiveness is definitely key. So that's the first step. Definitely work on forgiving yourself for loving someone that didn't really appreciate it, you know, like you thought they did. Work on forgiving yourself. Don't beat yourself up about loving someone like that, because we all been there, you know what I'm saying? We've all been there. We all done that. But now it's time to do the self-work. You know, it's time to put the work in. You have to put the work in to, you know, become a better person. You know, it's not just gonna happen by you just saying what you're gonna do and not doing anything. You have to. And sometimes it's hard, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it's very hard, you know. But once you get over that, and the feeling that you have, it's just the feeling that you have, that you just like, I'm glad I did that, like, you know. And that's the feeling that you have definitely if you decide that you would like to heal from any of your past traumas or anything like that, like from past relationships, anything like that, friendships or romantically involved relationships, like any type of relationship, you know. Have to forgive yourself. And then once you do that, you can well, in my opinion, honestly, I feel like forgiving yourself, that's the first step in first love, honestly. Like, you have to forgive yourself, because if you're not forgiving yourself for something that you did and something that's literally was out of your control, like, are you really like gonna get over it? No, you're not, because you're gonna constantly keep going back to, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I did this. Why did I do that? Why did I do this? Why did I, like, you know, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to do it, because you won't be able to move on if you're doing something like that. So forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for loving someone that did not appreciate your love, or did not know how to take your love, you know. There's people out there like that. And don't take it personal, you know. Do your best to not take it personal, you know, especially like I said, if they try to project onto you. And I'm telling y'all these things because this is happening happened to me. Like, this is in my life. You know, not telling y'all anything like I didn't write a script or anything. Like, this is just something that I've been through and that I'm going through. That's why I can sit here and tell y'all about this, because I am a witness to this. I'm seeing it. But yeah, so just love yourself. That's all. Love yourself. Stop looking to these other people to help you love. You don't need that. All you need is yourself, your mind, body, soul, and spirit. That's all you need to conquer any type of love. And once you get that, everything else pretty much fall in place. But yeah, do not depend on these people to make you happy. Please promise me that you would not depend on these people to make you happy. And if you promise me that, then me and you will be on great terms, and I won't have to kick you out the family. I won't have to kick you out the Camdeion family, because over here we love ourselves. We work on loving ourselves every single day. So if y'all not willing to work on that, then y'all can't be a part of the family, child. Y'all just can't be a part of the family. But I hope y'all have a great, wonderful day, and just take it easy on yourself. You know, don't beat yourself up. You know, and if you believe that one day that you will find love, it'll happen. Just keep believing it, never doubt it, and just let it go. You know, just continue to live our life, because it always happens when we least expect it. You know, it's not gonna happen when we're just sitting there waiting on it. You know, we have to release it. We have to let it go. So claim it, release it, let it go. That's all you gotta do. I love y'all so much, and I just want to thank y'all for constantly supporting me and just constantly like interacting with me. Like, it makes this so much more fun to do, even though my subscriber count is only at 260, but like, I've came pretty far, so I'm happy and I appreciate it. So keep giving me the same energy, and I'm gonna keep giving y'all the same energy. And yeah, so I hope y'all have a great day. Mwah.